liberal talk. It's Tarabuster with Tara Devlin.
Can you believe it? It's Tarabuster with Tara Devlin. What's going on? Hey guys, it's our Friday night gathering, get together, all that stuff. We meet here every Friday evening, 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Time, whatever the hell you call it. 8:30 at my time, New York. And we meet here. And then this show is also rebroadcast on Sunday on the Progressive Voices app. If you don't have that, you should download it. I listen to the Progressive Voices app all day. I start with Stephanie Miller, then I go to Tom Hartman, and then Leslie Marshall, Nicole Sandler, Rick Smith. You know, there's, how could you go wrong? And me on Sundays. Okay, they should have me on there more often. Really, I think. I don't know. I'm on the Political Voices Network too, so Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on APS Radio News. Charlie from APS Radio News, who is a great supporter of this show and friend and great supporter of the community cats. That I think, you know, what would happen if we weren't living in fascism? I'd do a show about that. That's what I would talk about. We talk about animal rescue, and we wouldn't have to be, I don't know, dealing with a baboon who's running rampant all over the grand experiment in liberal democracy. So check out Charlie's APS Radio News and APS Radio. Download the little app, and then you can listen to classic rock and oldies all day long. Today, thank you, Charlie. That's all I have to say. You're the greatest. You're the GOAT. Trump is not the GOAT. Can you believe these assholes? Where do they hear this shit about GOAT? And they're like, Trump is the GOAT. No, you're not. No, you're not, GOAT. You're a baboon. You're not a GOAT. Okay? No offense to baboons, because baboons are, I mean, I guess. When I said that Trump is a baboon to Hal Sparks, he was like, baboons are dicks. They're assholes. Yes, they are. So, but would the tribe of baboons, or whatever you call them, would they put the worst baboon in charge? Right? I don't know about that. I don't think they'd be that stupid. Maggots are. Maggot is a mental illness now. Remember all the years we had to endure sharing the same air as horrible people like Trump? That they had to, it was always, the Republicans are always saying things like, liberalism is a mental disease. Liberalism is a mental illness. Meanwhile, and I've done many a show on this too, because I used to keep a running list of, or an article list of, because I'm always working on the show no matter what. And I would come across articles or studies about how conservatism is linked to low IQ, how you could tell people were conservative by whether they were racist or not, right? So low IQ and racism are linked to conservative beliefs, okay? And how they've done brain studies where large amygdalas, the fear centers in people's brains, are you could predict that they would be conservative. If you have a larger fear center, doesn't that make sense? Because, you know, conservatism is an ideology that is breaks everything up into hierarchies. They like hierarchy, and that's why, I mean, this is not being mean or just yelling at these people, like calling them, saying that they have a mental disease like they do to us. What's a mental disease about making sure that people don't live and die without health care, or, you know, or needlessly die without health care, right? What's the mental illness there of living in a country that wants everyone to be able to reach their full potential, let's say, by, you know, investing in education and having the infrastructure of democracy be sound and solid, where we could all live a decent life for this little blip of time that we share together, right? What's a mental illness about that? You know, there's nothing more mentally ill than what they're up to, what these monsters are up to, what Elon Musk and all the other billionaires are up to, and the morons who worship them, who think that they're gonna, if they praise them enough, they're just gonna trickle on them. Just keep begging and praising and stroking them enough until what? They trickle on you, and maybe they'll get some in your mouth, right, Mike Johnson? These people are sick, and that's, I don't understand how maggots, like in the halls of power, they're all unfit, okay? But I don't get how they can debase themselves so epically, so repeatedly. I mean, I don't get it. Does Mike Johnson think that history is going to recall him or speak of him fondly? I want to play you a clip for you, because we have a great show tonight, as we always do on Friday nights. So thank you. Please become a patron at patreon.com/Tara Devlin. And do me a favor and subscribe to my Substack. How come nobody listens to me? How many times I got to say subscribe to my Substack? Unless you're not, if you're already subscribed, thank you. But I lost a bunch of subscribers. I don't understand why. All of a sudden, everything was going up, and then I lost a bunch of, I don't understand why. Why? What did I say? What did I do? Not a whole bunch, not like, hundreds or anything, but I noticed it, and I was like, what the hell? Because you could look, and I'm like, come on, man. Can't I have a Substack too, like everybody else? Why, right? I sound like a Republican when I talk like that. Like I'm whining and bitching and complaining. It's Joe Biden's fault that I lost some subscribers. Why did they subscribe? I'm like, you hear what goes on in my mind here? I'm like, why did they unsubscribe? What did I say? What was it? Not that it I mean, maybe they were maggots. Sometimes that's what happens. I get maggots subscribe, and they want to post bullshit. But I don't mind maggots subscribing, of course. But we root them out immediately when they start acting like the way that they act, which is they bring nothing to the table. They're like, oh, you libtard, or, they start calling me. They have nothing to say. We've already discussed this so many times. Like, they just do not bring anything to the table. They say that nothing rational. It's all MAGA, or they'll call you a name, or libtard, or I mean, so it doesn't make any sense to me why what the hell they're doing with praising a baboon incessantly. What do they get out of it? Traitor Trump, everything Traitor Trump touches, he dies. He's destroyed. Okay? Maybe that was, I don't know, Miss Cleo coming out of me. Who knows? Legally and peacefully. Everything he touches, he destroys. Unemployment is up. Americans are dying. Every time Republicans get office, okay, they cause more needless death. Come on, Democrats. I mean, why do I have to be the only one that talks like this? Some liberals talk like this, but I'm talking the truth, man. I'm speaking the truth, like my drill sergeant said. He said, what did he say? I don't really speak good English, but I'm speaking it real good now. As he would start yelling at us to get in the front leaning rest position or something, right? But it's, I don't understand. Okay. That's why I study the Trumpanzees like Jane Goodall studies the apes. Okay? Yes, and tonight we have a very special guest coming on. Andrea Brower from the Hal Sparks Show will be joining us shortly to discuss the madness. And god damn it, don't we need it. We need people to help us through this madness. And so, yeah, we're getting a Hal Sparks raid coming too. That's amazing. Thank you, Hal. All right, let's see. Where's my clips? Where are my clippity doodas? Clippity A. I got clips. My oh my, what a day, right? What a fucked up day. Jesus Christ, I hate them all. Will they? And I'm not kidding though, right? I'm not wrong. That's the wrong way to put it. It's not. I'm not kidding. Of course, I'm not kidding. I'm not wrong that Republicans lack the fundamental maturity to function in a free democratic society. I've been saying that for years. Am I wrong? No. They fucking hate this country. They can't handle it. Hold on. This is Tara Devlin. Subscribe to my Substack and become a patron at patreon.com/Tara Devlin. Oh my God. I just want to play before because I want to talk about everything. And we'll be talking about a lot when Andrea gets here. We're speaking it real good when she gets here. Okay? Speaking it real good now. I'm telling you that. Okay, great. This is my Premiere. I play these clips through Premiere. You know why? Because it has a transcribe feature. It's very handy. And if I want to jump to a section of the clip, I can just type it in. It's very good. But as you see, every time it's, you know what takes time doing the show? That it's like every time I start the show on Ecamm, I don't know, I got to talk to Hal about this. Maybe he has a different way. It's like I have to set it up again. Everything has to be set up again. Okay, like my camera has to be set up again, and these boxes. And it's like you got to produce this damn show again from the beginning. All right, here's the whole maladministration of monsters.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's an honor to be here with so many of the all-time greats. It's a treat for us, members of Congress. There's many of them around the table, and they're happy to be working on the issue with you and for you. I would say, people often say that Speaker of the House is the most stressful job in the world, but then I think of SEC football coaches because they got to win every Saturday night. And my friends who are in those positions, I have a lot of sympathy for.
Cavalier.
I want to commend President Trump for his extraordinary leadership, and he leads on this important and complex issue as he does all others. He sees a problem, he wants us to solve it, and he assembles the right people to get that done. And I think he really is the only figure on the planet who could do that. So I thank you for that, Mr. President, getting everybody together. One more issue that we'll tackle.
What? Do these people think that these clips are going to age well? So cavalier, so glib, aren't they all? But everything that they do has to begin with a tongue bath on Trader Trump's balls. Why? And it's the sign of somebody who's very fragile. This is malignant narcissism. And we're all the narcissistic supply, of course, but you don't have to be a willing narcissistic supply of a con man. Mike Johnson. Oh, they often say that the Speaker of the House is the most stressful job on earth. Not when you're in the speakership, because you're not leading. You're not doing anything. You're not a co-equal branch of government. You are a powerful person that has completely abdicated your power to a baboon who has no business being in anywhere in the halls of power either, because he's disgusting and unfit, and everything he touches he destroys. Everything. I knew it was going to get bad. You realize that. We all did. When Trader Trump took office, we all knew we were going to have to brace ourselves. But did we all think it was going to happen this quickly? I guess it's better than not. This is why they're going to try to overthrow the government. They're going to try to stop us from voting. Trader Trump said that something about if we're attacked, something very, very flippant. Excuse me, Jesus Christ, see? Live podcasting. It's like, I can't remember exactly how he put it. Somebody on the chat will tell me. Because it was just another example of how they don't give a shit. This is how this fucker, he can go from talking about the dead soldier, hey, war, people die, hey, whatever. And then, but look at my curtains. Look at my golden curtains. I love curtains. I always loved curtains. Saved a lot of money on those curtains. I love it. I always loved gold. And what a disgrace. And you know what? Speaking of disgraces, we want to talk about a couple of things. And because Andrea's going to be calling in soon. And we'll talk to her about her role on the Hal Sparks Show and media. That's one of the reasons we're in this boat is because of the corporate media. How they are owned and now even it's going to get worse, captured by the billionaire class who want us at each other's throats, who are manipulating the algorithms to make us all hate and despise each other, of course. And it's all in the service of destroying democracy. But if you love something, you don't put the worst people in charge of that thing, right? I love my cats. I love them to death. And I would not hire a cat sitter if I needed to go somewhere. I wouldn't hire a cat sitter that had no experience with cats. Or didn't like cats, wanted to destroy cats. This is what Republicans do, though. They put people who hate the very thing that they're supposed to be in charge of, right? They're in the government that the founders fought a revolution to create and entrust to us, the government of the liberal age of enlightenment. But this is the thing. Republicans not only hate America, they are confused by America. Oh, God, that's another clip I want to play. This Fox, and we can talk about that, the media. Where is it? Oh, that's Steve Schmidt. Where is Mike Johnson? Take Seth. Here we go.
Can you give us an update on what the administration knows, what you know now about the reported strike on a girls' school in southern Iran on Saturday?
All I can say is that we're investigating that. We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we're taking a look. Iran's senior leaders are dead.
He says that they're taking a look at it, but I thought he also said that there will be no more of these stupid PC wars, though, right? And what does that mean? What's a PC war mean? We're not fighting a PC war?
First, we are only 4 days into this. Metrics are shifting, dust is settling, and more forces are arriving. It's very early.
Does he have a
And as President Trump has said, we will take all the time we need to make sure that we succeed.
What an unfit goon.
Second, we are only 4 days into this.
Shut your fucking
and the
boy,
results
man,
have
child
been
hole.
Incredible. Historic, really.
Not really, no.
Only the United States of America could lead this.
Did
Only
anybody
us.
think otherwise?
But when you add the Israeli Defense Forces, a devastatingly capable force, the combination is sheer destruction.
Oh, wow. Oh, jerk off. Oh, somebody get my sock drawer. Somebody. Oh, it's sheer destruction. And there'll be no more PC wars, right? And what does that mean? That we'll bomb children in their beds. We'll bomb little girls in their schools. And we won't shed a tear about it. And guess what? These monsters don't seem to have any knowledge of history. I mean, they have no knowledge of reality, much less history. Forget about it. You don't bomb people into submission, really. That bombing, there's many studies that are done on these things, on human nature. All that bombing does is radicalize. And for him to be like, oh, we're all bombing this, we're bombing that, like, don't give me this shit. because, like Adam Schiff said, that every bomb that goes off, they're dropping hospitals on Iraq. I mean, on Iran, right? They're dropping hospitals. They're dropping schools. Oh, we can't have nice things because of this war of choice based on nothing, that they don't even know why we're there. And they're so cavalier about the dead that they put out a video of actual footage from the war intermixed with clips from a video game. And then I don't know who this man-child thinks he's impressing with this bloviating bullshit. He's a joke. It's an embarrassment. They are embarrassing this country. And how will anybody ever trust us again? That's what I want to know. With these morons in charge, that they have to work so hard over on Fox News, propping these assholes up. So you fire people, you destroy our bureaucracy that we need. You need a bureaucracy. In a functioning democracy, you need a bureaucracy. Not that these monsters understand that. That people like Paul, I was looking at Paula White. Actually, that's why I was going to say people like Paul Hegseth. But people like Pete Kegsbreath don't seem to understand. They're setting us up. Well, he's going to be, it's the Secretary of War Crimes. It couldn't be more of an accurate statement. That's what he means. No more stupid war. Everything's stupid, right? Everything sucked before. When we had decency, when we had adults in charge, when we had generals and officers in the military that didn't want to send people to die for no reason. It's always the morons. It's always people like Trader Trump, who, when the country called, his feeties hurt, of course, avoiding an STD, or so he says, was his own personal Vietnam. Raping children, that was his own personal Vietnam, I guess, right? These pricks. And the death of soldiers is just an inconvenience for Pete Hegseth. Oh, they want to make Trump look bad. Why couldn't they die quietly, like the rest of us? That's what we're supposed to do. You see, it's all a confession with maggots, with Republicans. It's either every accusation is a confession, but that's what he said. I've been saying it for years. That this is what they think of soldiers. Republicans hate the troops. They absolutely do. Trader Trump is, he only likes to give those salutes because he's a stolen valor little general cadet. But he's not even a general. He's a fucking cadet. Bone spurs, right? He likes to give those stolen valor salutes because it makes him look like a tough guy, commander-in-chief. So cavalier with the lives of others, but this is what they think of us. This is what a sociopath thinks. They're all sociopaths. They're all malignant narcissists. They're the cancer in our body politic. Pete Hegseth, no more PC wars, meaning when we bomb school children, that we're not gonna lose sleep over it. They don't care. Bomb away. Hit the civilians. Hit as many civilians as you can. This is what they're doing. They think that this is going to somehow soften the resolve of the Iranians. It's not. The many studies on human behavior in wartime and our own empirical evidence, our own lying eyes, is testament to the fact that people don't. What happens when you bomb a nation is people hunker down. They don't. It's not like they're gonna run into our arms. we have created a quagmire that will last generations. And Trader Trump said that, yeah, we might get hit at home. What do you think is going to happen? Of course that's going to happen, and they're going to welcome it. Trader Trump will welcome a terrorist attack on our soil because he will use it as an excuse to shut down the elections. He wants it because he wants to be a war president. And the good news is that the people of the United States, we're not falling for the bullshit. Maybe the maggots on Fox News, because they'll eat shit if Trader Trump called it ice cream and they'd say, yum, yum, can I have seconds? As you know, because it doesn't matter. Whatever Trader Trump says, that's the truth. Here's my poop in a bowl with some sprinkles on it. It's delicious ice cream, isn't it? Yes, yes, sir. Can I have another? This is who they are. It doesn't matter the lies that they tell. Iran was not going to attack us. We know that. And, after we had to endure the indignity of of man-child Musk firing hundreds of thousands of Americans, including veterans, it just goes to show you everything that the Republicans are about. They're not about making America great. They hate America. They're about making themselves feel like they're great. And here's the truth, though: feelings aren't facts. You're not great, Pete Hegseth. You're barely an adult. You lack the decency, the maturity, the humanity, the stability, the intelligence to be in your position. These people are absolutely unfit. Secretary of War. And then when they ask him a question about the dead soldiers, the soldiers that they made unnecessarily dead. You know how these people died? They were in unfortified positions. You think you would have fortified these positions before you attacked another country? You would think you would maybe make some preparations. Why would you if you're a baboon? He couldn't even come into the White House. He had to do it in the unsecured, behind the curtains at Mar-a-Moron? So the guests, after perusing our classified documents in the shitter, can wander through and say, oh, wow, what's happening behind here? Oh, look at our dear leader is making big plans. He's making a boom boom. Wow, look at that, honey. God in heaven. And then you have to get up there and talk like you're the villain in some video game. He's a fucking joke. These people, oh, God. Well, hold on a second. It's absolutely disgusting. And that's the other thing. Where's Barron? Where is Barron? Send Barron. We haven't heard an excuse yet, have we? I think Trader Trump said, I don't know if this was true, though, that he was too tall. He's too tall to join the military, which is bullshit, of course. They've had 7-foot-tall basketball players in uniform. But Trader Trump, I'm sure, could give him a waiver if Barron had the inclination to serve his country. No, but instead, the Trump crime family spawns make money. They make money betting on the exact time and place of the bombs. We went over it on the last show on the poly market. I wrote an article for the Political Voices Network Substack about it, how Donald Trump Jr.'s betting site called Poly Market, a bunch of maggots made buku bucks. They made $1.5 million betting on the time and the place and the where and the when, like exact coordinates, exact timings of the attack on Iran when this war would start. Who would have these information? You know, they didn't even brief Congress, but a few maggot insiders made millions of dollars betting on these what they call contracts with new accounts that were set up within 24 hours of the event, and then their money was pulled out, and it's untraceable because it's all crypto, and that's just the way Trader Trump likes it. So, could you imagine, right? FDR's sons, who all served in the military, but we're suckers and losers. You know, that's it. You're nothing to. You think that they lose sleep thinking about you? And I think about Hegseth going on about, oh, stupid, dumb wars, where you, consider civilian casualties? Oh, it's tragic when tragic things happen. What? Like you kill Americans needlessly again? Tragic things. All you care about is making Trader Trump look bad. Oh, is it, because that's what I'm saying. Like, just die quietly. And like, back in the day, the representative, what was his name? Grayson, right? Who said the Republican health care plan was don't get sick, and if you do, die quickly. That is it. That's their plan for all of us. Health care, housing, living wages. Die quickly, no matter what it is. Just shut up and die quickly. They want to use you, just like Ayn Rand said in another sociopath that they worship. What's humanity but fuel to be burned by those who deserve it? And how does anybody vote for them? Right? After this drone strike, this is what happened. They could have fortified the positions of our soldiers, knowing that there would be retaliation when they started this illegal and unconstitutional war of choice based on nothing and with no public support, right? Justifying the deaths as like what? Oh, we all just want Trader Trump to look bad. What a disgrace. How dismissive, how dehumanizing. These people served their country and died for nothing, for no reason. But Trader Trump is a baboon. Right? That's it. That's why they died. Because Trader Trump needed a distraction from the fact that he rapes children, or he used to, at least. It's in the Epstein files that he shared wonderful secrets with a convicted pedophile for 20 years. And that's before Andrea calls. She's gonna. What time is she calling? Let's just play this other clip of this horrible, embarrassing. It really sums it up. This Fox News lickspittle. Where is it? Oh, well, that's another one. This happened today.
We are honored to come before your presence today.
Look at this shit.
Lifting up the arms of our president. We pray for your continued blessing and favor to rest upon him. We pray for wisdom from heaven to flood his heart, his mind, and Lord, you will
his
guide
hole,
him
all
in
of
these
his holes,
challenging
flood
times
all
that
his
we're
holes
facing.
with
I pray
the
for
glory
your
of
grace
God.
and your protection over him. I pray
Yes,
for your grace
look
and
at Paula
protection
White.
over our troops
Yes.
and all of our men and women
Amen.
serving in our armed forces. And Father, we
Oh,
just
you
pray
pricks.
continue to give
You
our
fake
president
Christian
the strength that he
monsters.
needs to lead our great nation as we
Into
come back
a
to one
pit.
nation, under God.
Under God.
Liberty and justice for all.
Yes,
We
six
pray
for
your
some.
heavenly
Liberty and
blessing
justice
upon
for
him.
some. Let's not
In
get
Jesus'
crazy.
name.
Amen. Amen, suckers and losers. Fucking men, right?
And strike and strike and strike and strike and strike and strike.
There you go. There's your spiritual advisor.
You have victory for every enemy that is aligned against you. Let there be that we would strike the ground.
Strike and strike.
Victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain.
I hear a sound of victory.
I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear
a sound of victory.
I hear a sound of abundance of rain.
Prior to October the 7th, they attack us
There's Fox News embarrassing
125
itself.
times inside of Iraq and Syria. No retaliation against Iran. After October the 7th, 125 times we are attacked in Iraq and Syria. No retaliation against Iran. This is finally ending. We have a president who's taken responsibilities. There were 7
They all have
presidents
to lick the
before
balls.
him.
Lick
4
those
of
balls,
them
buddy.
didn't react to significant provocation.
Right.
Why?
Right.
I have no idea.
General,
but this president is
Here we
not going to
go.
let
He's
this
got to
happen
preface
again.
it.
I hope
So
you
that
know
is
how
the
much-
mission here. It's pretty
Okay.
clear.
Well, it's not 100% clear to me, General, and that's not to suggest that I don't support 100% what is happening, nor that I 100% offer my support.
my
I just think I
God.
want to ask a couple of critical questions, and I hope you know how much respect I have for your service. And I think it goes without saying to anybody watching how much respect I have for the men making this decision.
You don't have to patronize me. Just ask the question.
Really? You embarrassing little troll. You don't have to I mean, do you hear the words coming out of your mouth, little boy?
General,
but this
I hope-
president is not going to let this happen again.
This
I hope
So that is
president.
the mission here. It's pretty.
Yeah, everyone has to say it's all Trump, the baboon, in between decorating and fantasizing about himself in his ball gown. We have to be rest assured that he's not going to let this happen. He's not going to let anything bad happen, even though, he's already made this country the laughingstock of earth and dragged us worse down as far as our economy, income disparity, upward immobility. He's made everything worse. Unemployment is going up. Gas prices are up. Groceries, right, are up. The cost of living, affordability, everything sucks. People, I know people who were fired, or in this, reduction of force because of the, what's his name? Because of man-child Musk. Because they hate the government that the founders fought a revolution to create and entrust to us. They want to hobble it. They want to drown it in the bathtub. They want to shrink it like a kitten and drown it because that's how sick they are. They're disgusting. And they don't want you to have services. They don't want you to have a decent life. They don't want you to have a Social Security Administration that picks up on the first ring, or a Veterans Administration that picks up on the first ring and answers your questions and gets your issues solved and provides the services that a self-respecting people would expect from their government, because it's not, they don't fucking rule us. I hate to remind maggots that they serve at our pleasure, at the pleasure of the governed. They don't get to get into office and then make sure that we can't do anything to get rid of them, but that's what they're working on. And I've been screaming into this microphone for years at anyone who'll listen, and hoping that some maggots could be reachable, because you're a sucker, you're a dupe. They hate you more. I don't hate you. We don't hate you. We make fun of you because you make it so easy, because you're frustrating as fuck. But these people hate you. They lie right to your face. We told you so. We tried to warn you. They lie to your face. They poison not only your American dream, They poison your mind. They poison your morality, your spirit, your stress level. They rob you of your serenity. You don't have to live like this. None of us do. We don't have to live like this. All over the world, there are other countries that they live now because of this baboon running rampant. The whole earth is experiencing stress, of course, about it. But other countries, they get health care. They get days off. They get to, if they get sick, they have the freedom to be human, to take a vacation, to go see things, to go to fucking walk on the beach, to go travel a little bit, look around for a minute while we're here. You know, they don't work until they drop and needlessly die because they can't see a doctor. And unfortunately, their GoFundMe campaign for their diabetes medicine didn't go viral. So, they have to cut their fucking diabetes medicine in half. Oh, but go on Trump RX, right? Another scam which says everything about what we're dealing with these people. Do you think they told them that on Fox News, that Trump RX is Good RX? It's a manufacturer's coupon site run by Good RX, while Trader Trump goes out there at the State of the Union and says, I brought your prices down. Nobody could do it. Oh, they tried. They tried to do it. No, the presidents, nobody tried. No, they did try. They tried a little, but I was the only one that could do it. What? You were the only one that is so slimy that you could put your fucking baboonish name on a website that's been operating since 2010 and call it a breakthrough, call it a win, call it innovation, call it, I finally delivered for the American people. Suckers are born every minute. Trumpanzees are living proof. Repeat after me. Suckers are born every minute. Trumpanzees are living. It's true. Is it? What happened now? Let's see. Oh, okay. Andrea just said she had to update her computer. There's always something.
Okay. Clear.
Well, it's not 100% clear to me, General, and that's not to suggest that I don't support 100% what is happening, nor that
I'll give you a blowjob right now if you were here.
I just think I want to ask a couple of critical questions.
I want to ask some critical questions. I want you to know what a fucking useless tool I am. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I will say and do whatever the fuck you want me to say and do. You want me to cover up for the fact that, Americans are dying and nobody likes us? I'll just keep going with your bullshit propaganda because I'm worse than fucking Goebbels. I'm not even Goebbels. I'm just some kind of wannabe, try-hard loser type Goebbels who likes his cushy, phony, baloney job. And my white boy pasty inadequacy got me this gig on Fox News. And, I have no standards. I have no decency. And I fit right in this cult of con men and criminals. So, every con man's cult needs a fucking mouthpiece like me. So don't take it the wrong way when I ask you a question it's gonna seem a little critical. But it's not. Take it with the love that I'm giving it to you. I just want to, slip it in slowly and, lube it up real good. Well, yeah, I want you to enjoy it. Overall, I'm here for you. I'm here to make whatever, the medicine go down. Yeah, if they all die, I will still be here praising the dear leader while he baboons the entire fucking country to death. But the guy, do you think he had a moment of clarity when even Trader Trump's military guy had enough of the tongue bath, right? You think that for a second he stopped and thought about his life choices, like how many bad decisions you make in your career till you're sitting on Fox News and you're pretending you're a journalist. You're pretending you're offering something to the conversation of, in this fourth estate, right, where the only profession enshrined in the Constitution as being necessary for a free people, a democratic society of self-governing, mature adults, right? You think that you could take us, I mean, like, and these are the same people who always got to tell us what manly men of masculinity they are, too. But they genuflect and they just completely abdicate all power, if they have any agency at all, they abdicate it to the absolute worst people. Watching everybody. It's the same thing, because he knows Trump is watching, so he doesn't want to offend the baboon, even though the baboon is the biggest he's the smallest person on earth. He's the biggest, whiniest baby. He is the least masculine person that has ever squatted in the Oval Office, that's for sure. Because they're all like masculine, I'm the manliest man of masculinity. Traitor Trump wears fucking more makeup than Zsa Zsa Gabor. He wears a girdle. He wears lifts. This guy can't even tell the truth about how much he weighs. He hides his weight. He's such a little fragile poser. A little poser. That's what he is. He's a try-hard little poser trying to convince people that he's strong. But he's weak. They're all fucking weak. I just don't get it. They confuse masculinity with being a bully, with being mean, cruel, stupid, ignorant. Right? And that's the way it is with Republicans. Being a Republican means never saying sorry. That's another thing. They never learning anything, never evolving, never taking in new information and adjusting your worldview when you get new information, That's the difference between normal people and Republicans. Because if normal people, like for example, myself, if I'm a liberal. I'm a progressive. You know what that means? I want everyone to be able to go to a doctor. I know, what a bitch. What a fucking lunatic, right? I want to regulate capitalism so we can all get a fair share of the profit that our labor makes possible in the first place. I want to live in a country where we have self-governing, situation going on here that so many fucking actual patriots fought, bled, and died to create and entrust to us. And we get together, we figure out how, when we pay our taxes, we get services for these taxes, where you get to go to a school and learn a trade, or or study things, because that's what it means to be a successful people. That you don't have, you have Maslow's hierarchy of needs are met. And you have time to do things like play music and write poems and exercise and go walk on the beach and sit and look at the moon, or, like do shit you want to fucking do, or contribute in that way, or just love your cats and hug your wife, or whatever the hell. This is what it means to be alive. And not everybody is going to be a businessman, and that's good too. But everybody deserves to have a living wage, right? Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. That's what it means to me to be a liberal, that we don't leave anyone behind. There's nothing more patriotic than being a liberal, because America is a liberal experiment. Whether the founders were capable of living up to their promises or not, they were people of their time, just like we're people of our time. And in this time, we understand that it's not patriotism to not give a shit about anybody else but yourself. And so liberals, we're the real patriots. We don't leave people behind. We're the ones who are capable of participating in self-governance. We don't like go fucking lose our shit if somebody is trans. We, okay, good. Welcome. Congratulations. What do you want for fucking dinner? You know, like we move it on. We keep it moving. It doesn't matter. As long, live and let live. Leave people the fuck alone. And at least we would never, I mean, I don't know. I would not say never, but never say never. But you would at least, Democrats, for the most part, respect the system of government. We try to make it function. We try to work within the boundaries of it. And because that's how we all get along and try to make a more perfect union. But what do Republicans do? And that's what I'm saying. We don't hate maggots. We're trying to make sure they have a life that where they could go to a doctor, where they can get their medicine for their fat, filthy white boy lifestyle, when they eat all that fucking meat and shit. And, good. Eat your bacon and all that, Trader Trump. Good. Eat all the greasy shit you want. I mean, at least I feel bad for the animals that had to die to feed your worthless carcass, really. Like every chicken that baboon has ever consumed, every cow, every pig. God, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, God rest your souls. Every single one of those animals were more worthy of life than that traitor, than that baboon, than that, oh, God, that every single, I mean, what an indignity to give your life to sustain the most worthless waste of human DNA ever to walk in a carcass, walk upright, or at least pretend to. Right? Legally and peacefully. But come on. Do these right-wingers ever listen to themselves? That's why I always wonder. When listening to Mike Johnson, right? Listening to all of them, what the fuck is wrong with you? That you have to go around a table and lick somebody's balls like that. Like, that's the first sign of how broken you are and how broken he is. If you have to do that, then it says everything. It's what it says is he doesn't deserve it. If you need it that bad. Oh, I always wanted to give myself a Congressional Medal of Freedom. Oh, boy. No dignity. No dignity. And that's the thing. Like, he doesn't understand. This is the mark of insanity. That he, to say that I always wanted to give myself a Congressional Medal of Honor or Freedom, whatever the hell, that he doesn't understand that he should be embarrassed by that. That says everything we need to know. It says that he is unfit and should not be given power. And then you have the other lickspittles. I actually saw Lindsey Graham say that Trader Trump was Roosevelt and Netanyahu is Churchill. Do you fucking hear yourself, Lady Graham? What a joke. This too shall pass. Okay? We better make sure it passes with a Democratic majority in the House and the Senate in the midterms, for fuck's sake, okay? But eventually this too shall pass. Trader Trump is a finite being, as we all are. And he's not looking too good. He's old. He eats shit. He looks like shit. He's breaking out in bruises all over his body. That's never a good sign. He's got rashes, like, up the wazoo. God knows what else is going on. He wears some kind of catheter. we've seen the outline of it. He's breaking down. He doesn't look too well. If you look at and because of doing the show, when I go back and look at clips, you could really tell the difference between the last maladministration and now. The aging is rapid and rampant. And I'm wondering, I just don't know what's going on with Andrea. Is she calling in or not? Or wait, what time did you say you were calling in? I don't remember now. Was it 9:30? I thought it was 9. Yeah, 9 o'clock. What the fuck? Are you calling in? I know. Are you listening? Are you listening? Andrea, are you gonna call me in or not? Are you gonna call me? Call me, Andrea. Call me, any day or night. Call me. Okay, that's what you do when you get when you have a guest. Call me, because it's hard getting a guest that doesn't call in because you're reluctant to start a new topic. I got some topics, right? Are you that's what I'm saying. Are you calling? Are you calling? I'm texting her. Calling in. This happened with Poppy last week too. These fucking people are gonna be the death of me. I should just do my own fucking show and just have no guests. What do you think? No, not all the time. It's good to have guests. Charles Derber was great. What do you think? What did you think of Charles Derber? He wrote that book. He's great. I mean, for me, having Charles Derber on the show was the best. It was the easiest job that day. All you got to do is just sit there, and he goes. He goes. And he really is. Sounds like he listens to the show, of course. Just a second, coming in a second. It's fucking 9:30, man. You said you were calling in at 9. Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have another topic I want to talk about. I want to talk about Kristi Noem. We have some good shit to talk about. And, yeah. There's and I can't start it because then it'll be like bling, 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 and then I know, right? JD Christie says, she's on a secret mission with Malcolm. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. And as far as that's concerned, Malcolm Nance was supposed to come on the show, for those who don't know, who missed that episode. I prepped and I friggin' promoted it all day. And he never called. So Bella's trying to get him back. He apologized. Not to me, but to her, because I didn't talk to him. And they're trying to coordinate another day. It'll probably be during the week. So maybe it was a Friday that was difficult. Okay, waiting for a fucking phone call over here. Supposed to be calling in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What are you gonna do? What else can I tell you? In the meantime, nothing. I have many things to talk about, but what can we, how about you become a patron at patreon.com/Tara Devlin. Thank you, Charlie from APS Radio News. See, Charlie would never do that. So, she's typing. I'm coming in. Just fucking come in. Just ring, man. Ring it, man. Ring. Ring the fucking ding. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear a ring. Jeez Louise. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be... Now, we have Andrea on the phone. You were supposed to call in at 9 o'clock. 9. I have the text. Now it's 9:30. And I got other things to talk about, but, you know, can't. Fuck. No wonder I lost subscribers today over at patreon.com/Tara. No, that's not the subscribers. Hit that fucking. Okay, in 5 minutes, we're moving on. And I'm just not going to answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? I got a show. This is a show, you know? This is my life. I'm doing a show. I like the show. I want it to be a good experience for viewers and people who join us. I don't want them to have to listen to this bullshit. You know what I mean? What is going on? Can you... Okay. I don't get it. Here, let's play this clip.
Report of an ICE officer getting his finger bit off, and then
This is our new Secretary of Homeland Security, Mark Wayne Mullen.
unfortunately, a individual, a deranged individual that came in to cause max damage with a loaded pistol with an extra mag that was completely loaded, was shot and killed. How much more does this got to go on before the Democrat leaders there take responsibility for their words?
And here.
Are there measures being taken now to eliminate other possible alternatives to leadership?
This is war, and we're taking out.
This is war. This is war. That's a clip from, I was getting this from Steve Schmidt. Where is it? I thought I had it all together. Mark Wayne Mullen.
Threat. And if you're part of the threat, then you have you're.
I want to thank Steve Schmidt because I stole these clips from him.
What we'd call not all.
Move this down. All right, there's the music. We'll be right back. Okay. All right, Mark Wayne Mullen. Okay, I'm trying. What is wrong? What's wrong? Are you on a browser? This happened. You need to use your browser. Click the link. It's the same link. You send it to people all the time. It's the same link that Hal used. Are you on a computer? Oh, fuck my life, you know? You don't have to use Safari. I use Chrome all the time. I don't know what to say. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's, if it tells you to use Safari, then what's the problem? Then use Safari. I don't know what you're saying. It shouldn't be a problem. I use Chrome. I'm using Chrome right now. I checked the link with Chrome. I always check the link that I send to people, and I check it before I send it, that it works. And see, look, I'm going to call myself right now. See, here we go. See, my name is Tara Devlin. Shit. It's not ringing for me. Fuck. The fuck is happening to my life? It's spiraling. I was having a good day today. I was. Hold on then. Interesting. Maybe because we're both on it. I'll send you a different link, maybe. Let me do a new eCam setting. I'm trying a different link. Fuck. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's not working. Oh. This is bullshit. Allow. Tara. Yeah, it's okay. Here I am. It worked. You gotta use. If it's not working, use this. I had to change. I changed the link. Okay, this is why, you know. I don't even know what to say. Okay, I guess I'll keep going here. Thank you, guys. And while we wait for something to happen, thank you, Steve Ward, for your weekly tithe. Okay? It's okay to call yourself to be on your own interview. Thank you. I tried. Thank you for your super chat, too. I wanted to check it, but I did check the link before I sent it to Andrea, so... but unfortunately, when I did it right now on Chrome, it didn't go through. So I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong. So I made a new link and used Safari, and it worked. But Safari, I mean, if you have to, like, why can't you just use Safari? Okay. And you got to tell it to allow it. I don't know. I don't even know. She's not communicating with me now. So I don't know if she's even gonna try or... Okay. All right, let's keep going then. Okay. This is life on the liberal media. What time we got here? Thank you, guys. We have 53 minutes, so I'm just saying, thank you for your support. Thank you for putting up with this bullshit all the time with these fucking links and fucking guests. I'm reluctant to even have guests. I mean, we do have guests. I don't know. We had Charles the other day, and he was fine. So I don't know what happens with it's the same link you send people, you know. And thank you, Matt, for your super chat. You're on fire. You're voicing my every thought this week. I'm on the edge with you. Yes. Thank you for being here. We're in this together. And yes, thank you for your super chat. Bald Thanos, it's okay to call yourself to be your own interview. Yes. Okay. So let's just go on. We'll move on. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Andrea will call in. I don't know. Maybe she gave up. Maybe she's mad. I don't know. There's no response at this point. And I don't know what to say. Okay, so let's see. What I want to talk about is Kristi Noem, who is a disgusting person. She's been fired, of course. She's something's wrong with her, right? That's what's so weird about maggots. And we've talked about this before. The dead eyes.
It reminded...
Oh, shit. She's not even framed in the fucking frame. See what happens? One day I'll have a show that will have people who call in. And there will be no problems when you call in. And then I'll play some clips and they will play real fine. I'm just a little girl with a podcast and not a lot of time. Now someone will subscribe for everyone who can't. This is my song. Let's hope it's not long, 'cause I'm losing subscribers by the second.
Me of the quote that is often attributed to George Orwell that states, "People sleep peacefully in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalfs."
And don't you love it? You love the rough men and the violence, right? With your dead eyes. You loved it. You love violence. You love killing, and you got that monotone, nothing voice. That's what's so like when you. Oh, this is a great clip.
During your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee today.
Reclaiming
and
my
ma'am,
time.
one thing that I would tell you is that he is a special government employee who works for the White House. There are thousands of them in the federal government.
So reclaiming
and
my
is an
time,
advisor
Secretary, it is
and has
okay for
no,
you to be
no
offended
authority
by
to
the
be
question.
making any
It is
decisions.
okay for you to
has
be
no
offended
authority
by the
to
question.
be making
But it is
decisions
also
and
a
putting
real
up your
question.
position. So what I would say
And
to
you should be able to
is
answer
that
the
what we do at the
question
Department of Homeland Security
clearly
every single
and without
day,
any hesitation.
every single day is to protect
if
this
someone
country
is
and
asking
to make
if
decisions.
you or any federal official is sleeping with their subordinate, that should be the easiest. You should be wanting to answer that question.
Is garbage?
Because it is not about
It is
your sex
offensive
life.
that you have brought
It is
that up.
about your
So
judgment.
that kind of garbage
It is
has
about
been refuted
reclaiming
for
my
years,
time so
and
that
you
I
need
can
to
hear myself.
recognize-
Time belongs to the gentlelady from California, but it'd be nice if you would let her respond.
I will. I want to let you know. Making. It is about the 260,000 employees that work under you that want to make sure that you are giving information and making decisions clearly. It is about conflict of interest. It is about a national security risk. Department of Homeland Security was created right after 9/11 to protect the homeland.
Look at her face. Look at her dead eyes. And the filibustering, too, is really enough. Like, I don't understand. They all have dead eyes. And we know it's because they're sociopaths. Anybody who could shoot a puppy because it was acting like a puppy and then go, "Where's that goat?" There's something wrong with them. You know, and then we all know that that is, wait a minute. Okay. That's why Trader Trump hired her. This one or the other one? Okay, this is fucked up. Oh my God. I'm calling her. I can't take this shit. Hold on. Hi. Okay. You got to ring the phone, or.
It doesn't have a thing up on there for that. So hold on. I finally got my stupid computer to work. So.
Do you hear this? I have to put you on the air so people don't hang up.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just trying to.
Because I made a new if I'm not in that fucking link and you ring, it's not gonna ring. So, you understand?
Because you texted it to me.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
And I tapped on it.
And in Safari.
Well, what it gave me is Safari, but and it shows that I'm in there.
Yeah, but I know you're in there, but if it's not ringing.
It says ringing on it.
Okay, wait, that's me. Oh, there you are. Okay, now it's ringing.
Right.
Hold on. Goodbye. Goodbye. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Guest is in the green room. I don't see you, though. Fuck my effing... Something just fuck my life. God. Do. You're blurry. What is happening in my world? I'm just a girl with a podcast. I'm just a girl trying to get a guest on a podcast. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Now she hung up. Great. She fucking hung up. I'm just a girl on a podcast. Fuck.
Now do you see me?
Yes. Holy shit. Why? I need my anxiety pills. Oh,
You need your
everyone.
anxiety.
How the hell? What the fuck?
Guys.
All right. Calm down.
You know
This is what happened last week.
I don't even know.
Go ahead.
And I had everybody texting me. And Carl, you are a saint. Mark and Wizzy, you guys are saints.
What happened?
Thank you.
What did they do?
They helped me.
They helped you.
They helped me.
Oh, good.
And
Thank you.
Adam was texting me, encouraging me.
Okay. Good. I'm
get
glad.
Frustrated with technology. I do all of my my modding on an iPad and an iPhone.
I don't understand how you could do that. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, I'm looking at the feed. It's 10 seconds behind. I thought I lost you. So, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm looking. I shouldn't look over there.
In order to do this, I had to do it on my iPhone.
Okay. What do you mean? You're on a phone right now?
I'm on a phone.
Oh, okay. You look good. How's it going? Nice to see you.
Good.
Nice to see you, kid. So,
nice to
thank
see ya.
you for, staying in it and not giving up and, for the long haul.
Poor Carl.
Aw.
Poor Carl.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you guys for doing that, too, for helping. These two old ladies, these two Gen Zers here, right?
I know, right? We had none of this. None of it.
Right, it's true.
Know? And you know what gets me is Hal's a Gen X.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we said. Gen Z. Did I say Gen Z? I said Gen.
Bella's Gen Z.
Yes. No, I'm Gen.
Yeah.
We're Gen X. That's what I meant.
We're Gen X.
If I said that wrong, yeah.
Hal is Gen X, and I don't get how he gets this crap.
He's just got that brain. He's
yeah.
His brain is. Some people's brains just have that thing. I don't know. Everybody. That's why we were made interdependent. We're all.
Right.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and we all fit together, and we. That's how we advance. As a species, whatever.
And that's also why, the sparklers, the mooks, the Midas Mighty, and we got to think up of a name.
Tarabuster.
Pterodactyls.
They call them the Tarabusters. They call themselves the OG Tarabusters. They called themselves that before I think that's a good name. The OG Tarabusters.
What is nice about is we're a community.
Yes.
Okay, and if you're gonna, and I know some of the Joy Reid and Jim Acosta and all of them, they're just now finding this out. But if you don't have a chat, and this is on any scale, on anybody that's on YouTube, because YouTube started this, anybody that's on YouTube, on any platform, in any chat, your chat is your gold mine. Your chat are the ones that keep your show going, whatever show it is.
It's true.
Now, on the Sparklers, we're a very close-knit chat. The Mooks are a very close-knit chat. I haven't been in Midas Mighty enough to really know them, but I know that they do cross over the platforms, and they do help us.
Okay.
Just like the Bryantologist of Boston Brian and Texas Paul's Ride or Die. Those are communities. Without those communities, we can't survive.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I wouldn't even do the show. Right. Exactly. There would be no reason. The Tarabusters, the OG Tarabusters kept me going, and especially through the pandemic too. The community, we got through it together. And for those who just joined or don't know, we didn't even introduce you, Andrea. So
We
Andrea's
started chatting.
exactly. We didn't even say your name, Andrea. We thank you for sticking it out and and just not giving up. And finally, we got connected here on the show. Andrea is the associate producer of the Hal Sparks Show, and she has you know her from Hal Sparks modding and all that, and she's the one that keeps gets the guests and keeps the community safe. And you've worked in liberal media for a long time, as you're mentioning all these other shows.
This will be my fifth year. I started out with Stuttering John, Benny Loco, gave me the opportunity, and it was an experience. Through that, I ended up going on Hal's. And I didn't start out as a mod with Hal. He needed mods in there. He didn't have any at the time. And 5 years ago, the chat had a bunch of trolls. And I started doing links and stuff like that on my own, even though people couldn't really go on the link and do it. I still did it. Well, there was a need, and the sparklers, but they weren't sparklers then. They were just in the chat saying we need mods, we need help, we need somebody in here. And finally, I got asked by our producer, our boss mod, Can't Stop Flying, and he reached out and asked me if I would like the opportunity.
Oh, wonderful.
That he had spoke with Hal and asked if I would like the opportunity, and I said yes. There was one mod in there, but one mod, and we were growing. Hal started out with maybe 25 people in the beginning.
Wow! Look at that.
And look
5
years
now.
later, we're up to 88K subscribers.
That's amazing.
So, it's through our mods that really help the chats, help you, the owner of the show, or the creator of the show. Once I started getting in and doing that for about 2 or 3 years, and then Hal wanted to go in another direction and have guests, and it was on a temporary thing for me to get guests, and it's turned out to be
that's great,
a lot.
Right now, you're
out to be a lot.
You're the coordinator of the guests. And that's
part
of
I get
the
guests
producing.
and all. I do what Bella does.
Yes, what Bella does, exactly. Booty, what are you doing, Booty? Are you really licking your butt on television?
I'm sure you'll hear Houdini in a little bit meowing. He's my senior cat.
I heard him. What's his name? That's
Houdini.
Yes, because you were also another community cat advocate and rescuer. So we have that in common as well, and Hal too. So we have that, and it doesn't surprise me. The people who do this. Because we have, I think, the empathy. It says a lot for me. When I meet a fellow cat person or animal rescuer, you just automatically have that connection. And I recognize, it's hard work and it's heartbreaking.
Yes.
And but necessary. Wait, hold on a second. I can't believe that's the end of the Progressive Voices part of the show, but we have more show. YouTube.com/CFA/Tarabuster. Come on over and listen to the end of the show, or on the Progressive Voices app, or to subscribe on all the other places, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, all that stuff. We will win. Thank you, Charlie from APS Radio News. We stick together, we win. Check out APS Radio, Classic Rock and Oldies all day long. Thank you, Charlie, for your support. I'll see you soon. All right, we're back. That's just the end of the Progressive Voices, because the reason I think you probably know, I probably told you, because for those who are new, the reason we have these music cues on Friday is because this show is played on the Progressive Voices app on Sunday, and that's where they put the commercials. So that's the commercial has to be cut. So when I send them the show, it is sliced up for so they put
Yeah,
commercials
we do
in.
that with WCPT.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why the music is there.
So when and you're learning this, you're slowly learning it, and
Yes.
Political Voices and Stephanie is learning how valuable the chats are, because Stephanie has referenced a couple of times, and Chris has referenced a couple of times, that they're looking at that chat, they're seeing what we're saying, and they'll mention something on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Hal mentions the chats, the sparklers, a lot.
Yeah.
Anybody that's in independent media, like I said, Jim Acosta, Don Lemon, Joy Reid, Katie Fang, they're just learning what we already know is with the chat.
Right.
You know,
but
because
they're well ahead, though. You know, they got the.
Well, no, not really. Because
well, we just have each other. I got me, you. You know, you help. Thank you so much for all you do, and you're helping. I mean, that's what you're amazing. I'm just saying, because for people who don't know, like you just help mod, and I'm not. You know, you just did it, and I'm like blown away. You know, and on not Discord, on the Twitch channel, which really got me. I didn't understand. I don't understand Twitch, but yeah,
Twitch is interesting. It's different. It's very different.
But we have, I mean, you helped with that because we had trolls over there, so that ruins the experience, and so that's fucked up.
I had Mrs. Texas Paul. She's not. I mod for them on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and she doesn't, bless her heart, doesn't get, she doesn't understand it. I'm trying to get on Twitch so I can see everybody. She doesn't understand Twitch yet. And Twitch can be twitchy sometimes. Can be annoying.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I'm still not understanding it, to tell you the truth. Like a lot.
It takes you a while to get it, to understand it. But once you do, it's pretty simple. You get into that routine.
Okay.
Now, there's two different things on Twitch. You can go on Twitch, like I just tapped it, and the chat comes up. But down at the bottom, it says mod view. If I post mod view on there, and I know Ali Osher is a mod, and I know Mark P is a mod in Twitch for Brian, I find that the mod view blocks out the audio, and you can't hear the creator that's on. If you don't use mod view, you can still mod. I don't even know why they have it. But Twitch is I like Twitch a lot better because you can do emotes there, and
What's
you can get emotes are little things you can create, and people push the button and they can put little graphics up during the show.
Look at that.
And they are very it gives the chat a little bit, they can kind of express themselves a little bit more. It's a little more fun. They don't have that on Substack. They don't have that on Facebook. Facebook does have stars though, but they don't have that on YouTube either. You have to use your emotes in your own little phone or on computer.
Well,
in that aspect, it's fun.
So tell us and I'll have to look into it because I want to do what Hal does. He has his chats and everything come up on the screen. I want to do that too. I have to figure that out. But like you're saying, that he's very technical. He has, because I'm running through Ecamm, and he has Ecamm and OBS hooked up, so it's like it's many other layers.
You have to ask him.
I know. I have to figure that out.
I can't even get online.
Exactly.
On a computer I have, so.
Right. So tell us what people want. If anybody has any questions in the chat, please, leave us a question. But what's it like? You work with Hal. Hal works every single day, and you're with him. So how is that?
My job is, and the Sparklers know this because we've done Zooms together. Most of the Sparklers know this. There's a 3-hour difference. Hal's in California. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm up 3 hours ahead of him. So if we've got guests, I'm emailing the guests the link.
Yeah.
And getting the guests ready for that, reminding them again what time they're going to be on, where's the link, and give them the link. And, by the time 12 comes up, I'm also getting at the same time when it's time for the show, I'm in the background, because that's why you don't see me right away in chat, is I'm saying, okay, this is working, Facebook's working, YouTube's working, all of these different things are working. So Hal knows what's working. And let him know that the audio and the visual is working. Let him know that remind him that he needs to check his mic to make sure the mic is on. So these are the things that I do to prepare on guest days. On days that we don't have guests, my job is just simply modding. And I've got Templeton C. Rect, I've got Carla Lessie, I've got Mark P., Mark Krimmer, doing the modding there in YouTube. Now, we have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Substack, and Twitch. And then he is also on Rumble.
Oh, wow.
I don't do Rumble.
He's on Rumble.
I have Rumble, but I don't go on it.
I thought it's all filled with
as much.
It's all right wingers, isn't it? Pretty much. He's on Rumble.
Some of it is. I mean, anybody can go on there.
Yeah, I guess I could do that myself too. But you know what? I used to be on something called Rockfin, and that was like a shit show. So I stopped doing it because I think the OG Tarabusters would remember. It was always it was a bad experience because it was just right wingers that would constantly do nothing, yell at me, call me names,
but that's the audience. That's the audience you want to get. Remember, we're in a cult. So you want to break that cult. So the more you're kind of using that cult's.
Yeah, no,
for
totally,
lack of a better term, the orange ass hat. You want to break that cycle.
Yeah, but
and just like he repeats, just like we hear him repeat the same crap, the same little mini things he does. We want to repeat that. We want to repeat the right stuff, and the more we repeat it, the more we say it, the more the more they hear it.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
so
there's a point though.
I get that's why Hal's on Rumble.
Yeah,
it's for that reason. Another platform, and it's.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I didn't know that. I think I'll go. I'll look it up and see, because I want to see what kind of chat he has on Rumble. Is it just negative? Is it just assholes?
I need to go in there sometime and look, but I really haven't.
But he doesn't. But you can't. I mean, I don't know. I have to look because he.
You can go on it. It's just like Rumble is just a different form of quote unquote YouTube, and I know
it's just another YouTube. It's a right wing YouTube, Rumble, pretty much. Yeah,
but it has the same. You can see this. I've been in there. You can see this chat. I mean, they do the same thing. They have the little emotes.
Right.
They do all of that. So it's the same thing,
as
far as that goes. So,
right, but it's just filled with right wingers though. That's what I'm saying. Like, the reason they went on there is because they were getting kicked off of YouTube for spreading at the time the COVID misinformation when we had some standards.
Just look at that though. We can go on theirs. They could easily go on ours, and they have gone on ours. Now, the one thing that I can say about the trolls, and I've noticed this like on Instagram, people are now coming to say we shouldn't have voted for him. We didn't realize.
Yeah.
The more the thing in Hal's chat, as long as you don't spew LGBTQ hate, you're just nasty and mean to the chat, because if you're going to be mean to my chat, you're going to get broomed.
Right. Nobody needs that.
You don't. You don't need to argue with anybody in the chat. None of that. You're going to get broomed. But if you honestly want to hear what Hal's saying, what you're saying, what Brian's saying, what Texas Paul's saying, you're welcome to come in.
Exactly.
Stephanie's chat, you're welcome to come in.
My chat, you're welcome. You are. We always said, we talk about that. We used to have a right winger that came on here, and he I don't know whatever happened to him, but he stopped coming. And but he was here for a long time, and he was, as long as you act like a normal person, then you could disagree, fine, and we'll talk about it. But
agree to disagree. Agree to disagree.
But if you're not,
and I've said that in the chat.
Yes. But if you're just going to come on here to harass people and go MAGA or like call people names or libtards or you're not adding anything. And this is what we find, that more often than not, it's just
100%.
to be a dick, and that's it. And they're not offering anything.
I think one of the other things in the chat now, let me tell you, I don't care which chat you go in. Let me tell you, they will let you know when a troll is in there, and they have no problem telling you that. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, totally. Because nobody wants to be abused.
Right. So that's a good thing. But in your chats, you want. Like, I want to be able to have a conversation with somebody in the chat and have a good conversation with them in the chat. And you can agree to disagree as long as you don't sit there and badmouth another person in a chat. I have no problem with that because, we're all in this crap together. All of us are. Whether you're a right winger or a left winger, whatever you want to call it, we're all in this. We're all living on the same
or a normal
planet.
person, whether you're a right winger or a normal person. Yeah. That's right.
We all live on the same damn planet. So we've got to make the best of it, okay?
We're trying.
The first term of the orange ass hat was COVID. We made it through that.
Not all of us. Not all of us,
but the majority of us did.
Wow. Yeah, but we had the worst death toll of all of the developed nations because of fucking misinformation and the baboonery and the stupidity.
And knowing that, why, and this is what I don't get, which really aggravated me when we had the voting. What really bothered me was knowing what we went through during COVID, knowing how many people we lost, and I lost my aunt and my uncle.
I'm sorry.
And knowing what we went through all of that, we still voted for his ass again.
Not we.
Not we, but everybody.
Fuckers.
Right. Knowing what you went through, because I know some
horrible.
of them lost family. I know some of them lost family.
I know. That's why what we're doing is, and I say it all the time, is very important because it's because of propaganda. That is why we are here. This is why they vote for him. That's why they work so hard taking over the means of I was going to say means of production. I don't know why. Because I'm a commie, I guess. I'm only kidding. I'm not. I'm a democratic socialist, but why they take over the microphone. That's the word I was struggling to get. And as it's happening even worse now, this Paramount deal is going to go through. It may not go through, but it's still up in the air. But it looks like it will, and it's. Shouldn't.
We need to watch that.
Yeah, well, it's just monopoly too.
I want everybody to remember. Okay, this is how state media got started in Russia and in China.
No, I know.
We may not have heard about the merges and stuff like that. But this is how it got started.
Yes, and this is how. They're doing it deliberately, and they know that. They're doing it. And that's why I don't understand with these rich fuckers, because they have enough money to say, No. And but it goes to show you, it's like what happened in the rise of Nazi Germany. They found many willing co-conspirators in the corporate world. Of course, they like we were talking with Charles Derber the other day, who was on the show. He wrote a book called Fighting Oligarchy, and we were talking about the corporations that got in bed with Hitler. Many of them after the war. They paid the price, but not all. Look at Bayer, for example, created. Were part of creating. Death. Were they part of making the what do you call it? The Zyklon B shit, and of course Hugo Boss designed those snazzy uniforms, right? They were, it's true. So they're still in business, but there were other corporations. What was that one? IG, was it IG Farben? I
think so. But people don't remember. Now I have grandchildren. My grandchildren are 18 and 16. I've seen them go throughout the whole school life, okay? They do not, I don't know if this is in other states, so the chat can tell me, but in Florida, for the most part, you only have to do 30 minutes of reading. There is no homework being sent home.
What?
Yep.
What? You mean like homework is reading for 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
There's
30
no
minutes
homework.
Is your homework. There's no homework.
Why? Is that a statewide?
And this is why kids aren't. Well, I remember when I went to school, I had books that I had to bring home.
Yeah.
To do.
I would do my homework for hours after school.
None of that. None of that.
Wait a minute. Is this a statewide thing where
I don't know if it's like that. The chat could tell me. I don't know if that's like that.
Let me look this up.
All across the United States. I do know.
No, I mean like in Florida. Florida is one of the states that is it has a contract with PragerU, that propagandist mill of that says slavery wasn't that bad, and now we did a show on it. About,
it gets better.
How the founders how King George was a benevolent monarch and the founders were ingrates, for fucking real. Okay, the founders were ingrates.
Has anybody realized that when kids get out of school, they all get out of school about the same time, within a week of each other, whether it's holidays, Easter, summer, within a week. And the only reason why I'm saying this, and the only reason why I noticed it, is last year, or maybe a couple of years ago, I noticed that when Hal's son had off, my grandchildren had off. I'm like, wait a minute. He's in another state.
Yeah, but I mean,
and we're here. But I found out, and this is leading up to something, I found out that it's like that across the United States. It never used to be like that. Each state had their own set of holidays. Each state. Now, if you remember, back in the day, we went back to school after Labor Day. It's slowly gotten to where school starts earlier and earlier and earlier and early.
Well, they only had summer.
They're trying to get it to where school is year round.
Which some people have been advocating for a while, though.
Right.
And that the only reason we have shorter days, but all year long. And the only reason we had summer is because your young people used to go and have to, pick the crops and stuff, for the harvest.
Right.
That's why, Because this is a relatively new thing, by the way, childhood.
Right.
Education in childhood for the majority. It's a modern invention, everyone. People should understand that, too. And the Republicans, in general, public school, that's why they denigrate public school as government schools, and they go after the Department of Education. They're trying to destroy it, not just defund it, destroy it.
Well, the reason why I'm leading up to that is, and I let Mark P know this the other day in Stephanie's chat, Jeff Bezos has schools. He has 16 schools across the United States. If you go on, and I think Mark has the link, but if you go on Jeff Bezos schools,
oh no,
it gives you a description of what they teach
Bezos.
What they,
oh no,
Jeff. It's Bezos. This is his first
it's
name.
Called
Jeff,
Bezos Academy. Bezos.
Right.
Oh, eat my white Irish ass, you fuck. Bezos backs a growing network of tuition-free preschools called Bezos Academy. Rather than owning K-12 or university-style schools, it's a nonprofit network of Montessori-inspired preschools for 3 to 5-year-olds aimed at low income. Well, thank you, my lord. But it seems a little.
No, it goes all the way up to 12. In some states, it goes all the way up to 12th grade.
Okay. Well, I mean,
in some states, there's 16 states as of now. There are 16 states that Jeff Bezos owns.
Okay.
That these are his. That
yeah,
he
but
created. There's a reason behind that.
Mm-hmm.
That people aren't looking at.
Yeah, it's part of how Republicans are going to destroy public education. They're going to be like, oh, well, who needs it? We can just defund it because look, our natural sovereign Lord, thank you, my Lord, is now paying for schools, and he gets to because here is the same thing with him owning the Washington Post. You know, he gets to say what's run, he gets to say what's taught, he gets, and that's why Republicans hate public schools.
People aren't looking at that. There's a reason
I didn't even
why
know
Linda
about it.
McMahon. There's a reason why Linda McMahon was picked the Department of Education.
Yeah, well, to destroy it, just like this
There's
is what Republicans do.
They took her away from that too, because Jeff Bezos behind the scenes was doing these schools.
Yeah, wow, I didn't even know that.
You wonder why. I mean, thank God Bella is a Gen X.
Poor
Gen
Bella.
Z.
I feel bad.
Thank God she's a Gen Z. She's
Why?
the last.
Oh.
She is the last of, and no disparaging to anybody else. Okay, she's the last of her era that will actually know proper schooling, history, civics.
Well, hopefully
arithmetic.
you're wrong. I hope only because if we get the baboonery, contained and out of here, and we have a lot of work to do. Well, but I haven't even heard about this until you brought it up. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, and this is what they do, behind the scenes and under the scenes and around the scenes, and while he's dropping bombs and making boom booms to distract from the fact that he raped kids and all this other shit's going on that is destroying everything. And
it's all a distraction. It's all a distraction to what they're really doing, and it's all a distraction to keep from the Epstein files. It's all a distraction for the people that are running the show. It's not Trump running that anymore.
Oh, please.
It's Stephen Miller.
No, exactly. He doesn't want to run anything.
He
wants to look at swatches. And that's what the person who wrote The Art of the Deal, his name is escaping me now. We could just look it up. I can't remember.
It was Trump, wasn't it?
No. His ghostwriter. Let me see. Art of the Deal, ghostwriter. He's been on many shows, and I've heard him being interviewed and all that. And he said that, Trump was not. He's not a businessman. That the whole Trump organization was a rundown family business, really. And he would spend all day looking at swatches. That's what he did. So when they were building the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, he is not involved in any actual negotiations. He is looking at swatches. That's what, his name is Tony Schwartz. That's what Tony Schwartz said, because Tony Schwartz was his ghostwriter, and he spent a lot of time with him writing The Art of the Deal. And it's just bullshit, The Art of the Deal, of course, because Trader Trump, that's all he did. He loved to look at swatches. That's why when he's talking about dead soldiers or making a boom boom in Iran, he can't help but go off on the curtains, how wonderful the curtains are and all that. because that's what he really wants to do. He's just a fucking baboon who, and that's why he, Tony Schwartz says, I could probably Google it too, where in the interviews he's saying that he would pay top dollar for things, not, if you're a businessman and you're decorating a hotel, so you're looking at swatches, you take the swatch and you say, okay, I want to make the best deal for this because we're going to buy in bulk, because we have to, let's say, carpet however many floors. You're not going to pay retail for that. But he paid retail for shit like that. And that's why, because he sucks at business and he doesn't want to make a deal. He doesn't want to negotiate. He just wants it. You understand? And that's what Tony Schwartz said. He would be like,
look at the gold in the house.
Exactly. He was like, give me that.
None of that. Some of that crap you can get at Home Depot.
Yes. Oh, it's ugly as shit. But that's why. That's why it went bankrupt. When the guy, there was an accountant that looked over the books of the Trump, one of the casinos that he bankrupted, and he said, this casino is going to be bankrupt within 2 months because you will have to bring in $1 million a day in a casino, and that's not, you don't even do that in Monte Carlo, okay? Yeah, so you're not going to do that with busloads of Staten Island, old ladies playing the nickel slots. That's not, you're not going to take $1 million a day. And so he said, if you don't make $1 million a day, this casino is going to be bankrupt within 2 months. And he fired the guy, the accountant, and then he sued him for slander or one of those, for saying that, he was lying, And the guy won, of course. The accountant won. So, I mean, this is who he is. Everything's a grift. Everything's a con. And that's why, partly, the casino went bankrupt, because he paid top dollar for everything. That's what Tony Schwartz said, that he's not a deal maker. He would say to...
Yeah, well, how many did he bankrupt? 4 of them? 5 of them?
Yeah, let me see. How many exactly? I always say 5 or 6. Let me see. How many casinos did Trump... I always write Trader Trump. Like, it just comes out, Trader Trump. Bankrupt. Like, that's his actual name. It should be his name. He's a traitor. He's a traitor. Trump controls... Oh, let's see. He bankrupt... Oh, my God. It's worse than I thought. Trader Trump controlled casino and hotel entities, went through multiple bankruptcies, and the count varies depending on whether you're asking just about Atlantic City casinos or all his related businesses. So... commonly cited numbers. When you are counting Atlantic City casinos and companies only, he bankrupted 4: the Trump Taj Mahal, Trump Plaza, Trump Castle / Marina, and Trump Entertainment Resorts. But if you count all the Trump branded casino hotels, and so the ones that would just put his stupid name on it.
Just with his name on it.
Yeah. That would be 6. So he above the other hotels, Taj Mahal, Plaza, blah blah blah. He bankrupted the Plaza Hotel and the Trump hotels and casino resorts. So he's just a fucking loser. What a loser! How many casinos did he bankrupt? How do you bankrupt 6 casinos? It's like going broke. It always reminds me of there's a. What's like what's his name? He's comedian. He used to be on Chris Rock. He does a bit about the crack dealer. You never have the crack dealer's like, how am I ever get rid of all this crack? Like he's never has a marketing problem. You know what I mean? And so it's sort of like that. Like, how am I going to get rid of, how am I going to make money in this casino? It's going to be so hard.
Oh, everything that Trump touches dies.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Every single thing that he touches dies.
Right. And what is it with them praising him all the time, though? Come on, guys.
Well, like it, it like it's a cult.
Yeah.
And in a cult,
wow.
My best reference to that is, and y'all are gonna laugh, but there's an episode of SpongeBob where the little plankton gets these little buckets, and and all of the little fish people have these little buckets. He sells them for $1, and all these little every fish in the little community has these buckets. Plankton takes this little switch, flips it on, and that's how cults. That's the easiest way to describe a cult.
Yeah.
That's how they start, and they're until that. And Dr. Steve Hassan will tell you, until that light is shut off, or something that damages that psyche or breaks it, they don't come out of it.
Right. Yeah, and it's not going to happen until listening to Mike Johnson. We just played the clip of Mike Johnson going on about what a great, guy. You see a problem, and you're the only one who could see a problem and just say, I'm going to fix this problem, and there you go. And he never fucking fixes a fucking thing.
And that's part of the, because they're still trying to get you in there.
It's beyond.
Scientology does that a lot, too. They still try to get you in there. Oh, we got the e-meter. Oh, we got this. That's how they're trying to get you in there. That's how we can change your life. That's how they do it. And that's what Jim Jones did. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah.
This God, and I'll get you, and you'll get your way to heaven. And he took their passports, and he took their forms, their social security checks. And they believed him. They believed it. That's how this gets started.
Well, I wonder though, I just wonder about I know the maggots, the everyday run-of-the-mill maggots, a lot of them, what they get out of it. They're getting the permission to be as hateful as they are, as ignorant as they are.
Well, you got to remember, everybody says, you got to remember, he said, I can punch somebody on Fifth Avenue and nobody would come after me.
Yeah.
They believe that.
Well, it's true. Seems true to me now. I'm like, that's been the worst part of watching this.
But back then,
it
did not.
I know how we have been failed.
What he says and what is actually happening, they're believing it because they're seeing it. They're seeing it. Okay.
Yeah, now that it's come, see, they like that he hates the same people they do. That's what they like. They like that he attacks trans people because they're fucking confused and they think, I don't know, point their fingers at somebody that they hate, and that's confusing to them. And I don't know, I don't understand, but whatever. They're stupid.
What happens now? There was a J6er, and it was in the news today. Trump pardoned him. He just
Who'd he molest?
He molested the 12 or 13-year-old girl.
See, you go. There you go. I just asked. I didn't know.
He just got a life sentence.
Really? For being a pedo? Okay.
For being I think it's being a pedo, and there were some other charges.
They're all pedos.
But he got a life sentence. Okay, my thing to you, to all of MAGA, you see that. You see somebody that was a J6er that was supposed to be for you, was supposed to be your guy, one of you, a regular Joe Schmo, okay, one of you guys, poorly, quote-unquote, educated, one of you guys, and he just got a life sentence.
Andrew Paul Johnson.
Because he was pardoned by the orange asshat for being part of the J6.
Well, they're all that way. That's what I'm saying. Like not all, but it just seems to be a large percentage of these January 6th ghouls that are arrested for violence against children. And it makes sense when you remember that every accusation is a confession for these people. They're all like pedo here, pedo there, pedo. You know, everything's pedo with them. But now it's for real because they're fucking pedos. We're like, they're a pedo. They're pedos. All of them. They're goddamn standard bearers of pedo. He hung out with pedos for years. They all, it's like, and yeah, they're very sick. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. This is the end of the show. But I'll just do some. We don't have to end it. But just want to say thank you, Charlie, again. Thank you, Charlie, from APS Radio News, for keeping the show going and growing, for all you do to make this world a better place with your support of the community cats and of Tarabuster. Thank you, patrons. Patreon.com/Tara Devlin. I got a new patron. During the show, Zombie Skincare became a patron while we were doing the show. Holy shit. I can't believe that. Thank you so much. And subscribe to my Substack, please. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, you got to subscribe to my Substack because I'm taking it personally now. I don't have... I need, like, more subscribers. That's all. Before...
You'll get them.
I'm like, I keep asking though, and I feel like we've talked about this offline.
It takes time.
Well, I think that certain people buy them, and I don't understand, but I do not buy. But I don't know. I just wonder. I wonder. How? Okay, whatever.
It takes time. It takes time.
I know. Look at me. I'm fucking 58 years old. I'm getting old here. I don't have a lot of time left. I don't have a lot of time.
All right, my Capricorn. I'm right behind you, so.
Yes, it's true. We were born around the same. When is your birthday?
2 days apart.
That's right.
The 29th.
That's right. And mine's the 27th. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yep.
Well, all right.
Does anybody in the chat has questions?
Yes. Do you see the chat? And
I can only see Twitch. I can't see.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And I just want to say thank you. Where were we? I want to say there's a few super chats that came in. JD Christie, don't sweat the small shite. It's all small shite. Thank you for that reminder. I needed that. And JD Christie again, don't suck lemons. Success. Thank you. And Aaron West, thank you. Yay for Andrea and for being a member.
Bessie.
For being a member at the Booty Boo level. And Booty Boo is right there, sleeping. And thank you, Susie, for being a member. And Susie says, I love being a Booty Boo. Look, who doesn't love? You want me to wake her up? She's cute. What? Buddha, look at her face. Look at her face. She is so pretty, my cat. She should be a model.
Yes, she is.
She really is.
She the one? Was she the one that was in that cone for a little bit?
No, that was, I had two of them in a cone. So there was Francis and Ray. Ray was in a cone for a little bit, but I have to tell you, people always comment on her. There was somebody the other day came and delivered something, and he was like, "Oh, what a pretty cat." And then I was doing, people know I'm in recovery, so I always talk about it. But I was on a meeting, and someone on the chat or in the meeting saw Boudica sitting behind me, and just talking, and he just said, "Wow, what a pretty cat." I didn't know, unsolicited. So I was like, if only Boudica knew how much love she gets. She's so pretty. She's such a pretty cat.
She is.
And she's such a good girl, too. Okay? Can I just say, I love her. I almost gave her away because I had her and her three brothers, and I was torn because she was such a good girl, and I was like, can I take another one, So I'm glad I kept her. That's all. She's a good girl. I
am too. She's pretty.
She's a good girl. And she's part of the show now, so everybody loves her. She's a very good... She was a free-range booty, and I'm glad I got her. She was not meant for the streets, for life. None of them are. I wish I could save them all. Oh, my God,
You
Mark.
and me both.
Mark P. Well, I know you do a lot. Mark P. Welcome to the Booty Boo member level of the Tarabuster show. Thank you so much. Thank you, sparklers, too, and thank you for all the rating you do of the show and helping of me, of little old me.
I try helping. Like I said, I mod for. Now I do promos for Boston Brian when he has his show.
Oh, cool.
I mod for Texas Paul and Twitch. Of course, I do Hal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mod for you. I do mod for Stephanie Miller. Plus, I do her promos. On Blue Sky. Mm-hmm. So.
Yes, I have 18 years. Somebody asked how much time I have sober. 18 in a row, baby. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. And people who are in recovery. We've talked about it in the chat and everything. So yeah, I talk about it because, what are you gonna do? You got no secrets here. We got no, and it's if it helps somebody, maybe. Who
exactly.
knows? Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a life after all of that. So anyway, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Now, is there any questions?
Any questions in the chat, everybody? Let me see. I have 3 years. Congratulations, Susie.
Yay!
Yeah. Celery says, very busy producer. Exactly. I don't know how you do it, kid.
Wow. It's just a matter of having a routine.
Right. Because you do other things too. You're a nurse too. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Private duty nursing. Now with Stephanie though, I'm also, which I'm a manager.
No one likes a quitter. You bastard.
Over in PVN. So I'm also, if anything goes wrong with Stephanie's show,
right,
I have that communication to say, this is what I'm seeing. Are you seeing this?
Right,
or
right.
Can you get a hold of Chris? There's an issue here.
Right, right.
So when you see me pop out of the everybody's like, why is she leaving again? Because I'm doing something in the show, or I'm going behind the scenes dealing with something.
Right. You have many shows going on at the same time, too.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for becoming a member at the Booty Boo level. We're having a Booty Boo breakout party here, it seems. Yes. But, because you're doing many shows, and Hal does a million shows, more than one a day, and on the weekends, too. So, yeah, it has to be a labor of love, I would imagine.
I think the best part of working with Hal and CSL is in the mods is the fact that we all know what we need to do to get the show going. Mm-hmm. Number one. Number two, we have each other's back. And number three, if there's a problem, like we had a problem in the chat maybe a week ago, and everything was in German. Like out of the blue.
What?
In German.
Oh my God.
In German. And we, thank God for Mark being so on point that he always is. He says, I think it might be this person. And I said, well, let me let CSL know. Let me let CSL know and let him know. And he's like, okay, let me look. And he's looking and goes, what the heck?
That's crazy.
And
God,
all of
I wouldn't know what to do.
Everybody's worded chat was all in German.
Everyone, oh my God, how did you fix that?
I couldn't see the mods. I don't know if the mods could see me, but I couldn't see the mods. And that's very important when you're in a chat, to be able to see your mods, to see what else is going on. And so I'm getting texts behind the scene. I'm getting a hold of CSL. Poor Hal, he had no clue what was going on until after the fact. And we timed this person out, and everything got better. But in the middle of this, Mark had screenshotted this thing of what he thought this was. And it was in German. Thankfully, I dated a boyfriend that was German. So I knew a little bit of German. So I'm looking at it,
German.
and it's
that's cool.
Detailed.
All I know is Schnell in German.
Telling
An open
but nobody picked it.
I'm sorry.
Nobody picked it up in the chat because we couldn't see it as it was done. When Mark brought that up, and again, this is all of us working together to figure out what's wrong with the chat, is when we looked at it all together, it was the guy was literally telling us he was changing it from English to German. And he called me out for it.
Huh?
I'm doing this to your chat. Oh, yeah.
So how did it? Wait, okay.
We don't know how it happened.
So
we don't
somebody
know why it
got control of the chat?
Somehow got control of the chat.
That's not good.
And that quick. And it was all of a sudden it was English, and then boom, all of a sudden it was German.
Wow.
Like that quick.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how do you prevent that from happening again?
There's no way of preventing it.
How did it get in? How could anybody control your chat?
Well, if you've got a good hacker, or you've got somebody that knows these things, that's
scary.
where
I don't need no hackers.
That's where communication works.
Yeah, because they could go in and like fucking lock you out of that shit.
Well, that's where things work on a show. There's another show that I watch that the communication on that show, and I can sit back and look at the show and go, they've got their shit together. That is a community show. That is a show that knows what they're doing.
I hate that show.
If you don't have,
because they make me look like shit.
If you don't have that community in your show, take it aside of the fact of the independent media, because that's a different genre, that's a different area. Okay, that's not like we're doing every day. Okay, theirs mostly are on Substack, and that's a whole different type of. There's no mods in there. There's no mods in Substack that I know of. When you go live, there is no mod. The person that does that live is the mod.
Yeah.
So this is where you come together, you work it out, you figure it out, and you try and fix it. I reported that to Google. I let Google know, hey, this is what happened. I had the receipts to back it up because Mark gave me the receipts. I gave it to Google and said, hey, you've got an issue here that somebody broke in. If it can happen on this chat,
oh boy,
what can they do to your Google? And this is where when you're working in a setting like this, that the people that you work with, you work well with, you work together with, in your family with. The sparklers and the ones that come in the chat that end up being sparklers or being Bryantologists or being Tarabusters, they're your community. They're your family.
Yes, they are. Like Redfoot and Jim.
There are times.
Susie.
There are Jim and Susie.
Yes.
There are, and I'm sure this is the same way in Midas Touch. But I know for a fact that when you have a community, and as many years as we've been a community, the Sparklers and the Mooks, okay, if somebody is in need, we don't have to worry about saying to somebody, I need some help, or I'm having a problem. We all respond. And that's the best part of having a chat and having a family.
Exactly. Like Tina says, I watch you, Tara, because you are real in your home with your cat, spitting out the truth. Thank you, Tina. I agree. Thank you. I mean, not that I watch you, Tina. Wouldn't that be weird? That would be fucked up. Okay. But I thank you for being here and being a part of this. Yeah. This community. Yes. And thank you, Elizabeth, for being did I say thank you already for being a member of the Booty Boo community or the Booty Boo level? Right. Okay. Well, listen, I gotta wrap it up because I'm fading out. I've been in front of this computer since
I know
hours.
You work hard.
I know.
Y'all don't know that. Besides doing this, and doing PVN. She has other jobs that she does.
I know, and it's. I
So
wish
she's
that's why.
always going.
It's fucking ridiculous, and I wish I. That's why I say subscribe to my Substack, because I would like to have only one job and this would be it, but I have to take other jobs. I mean, I do freelance, but
It takes time. It takes time. You know, it does.
Honey.
And not only that, you want to do it right. That's another thing. How does all of his stuff organic?
Uh-oh. Do we have a troll? Oh, boy. No. But what did you say? I'm sorry. Hal what? Hal did what?
I don't know.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. So, all right. Listen. Thank
I
you.
apologize for the tech
For what?
issues. I wanted to be in there
okay.
sooner.
No, I know. Well, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, because you said you were calling at 9 and then it was 9:30.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the hell's happening?
I tried.
You should have just told me I'm having trouble. So
I did. I texted you. I'm having
trouble.
trouble.
At 9:20 or something. I didn't know what was happening.
I texted you in the chat.
You did? Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I'm not always looking at the
Switch.
I can only have my eye. I'm not a chameleon. You know, my eyes only go.
I've got to teach you how to look at your Twitch.
I have to. What I need to do is get all my chats, like Hal has them, together, and put them on this.
Honestly, I don't know how he has that set up,
like,
because on my end I don't see it, because I go from one chat. I go into one chat, into the other chat, into the other chat. So I don't. It shows all of them together. When you look
I
in the
know.
background,
That's why I gotta.
You see it going by.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I need that.
I don't know how he does that.
I need that. Though.
We're gonna have to ask him, because I don't
exactly.
know
I think he tried to explain it to me once, and I was like, "What?"
I think it has to do with, I don't know what form you're using, if it's OBS, if it's
I think it's like, because
whatever.
he has another.
You can do that. But
yeah,
you can
I gotta
do that in there.
Exactly. I gotta figure it out. But yes, but I the reason, I want to just wrap it up here now. For now, I'm going to, because I have one other thing I have to talk about before it gets old. So, and I want to go to bed. So, you know what I mean? Because after the show,
you can talk all night. You know.
No,
that,
and
right?
we have talked for hours.
I
So
know.
after the show too. So, but I'm tired. I'm getting old. I'm tired. Sometimes I just gotta fucking and then, a lot of times after the show, and I talk about it with the chat room too, I just want to turn on Netflix and pretend I live in a sane world and watch and get distracted by by somebody else's life, Well, watch something that's
exactly, and you have to do that. And just, I'll say this, and then I'll leave you alone.
You're fine. Don't leave me alone.
I want everybody that hears me, whether you're a maggot, or you're a
or a normal person,
or a mook, or a normal person, or a mook, or a Midas Mighty, or anybody that's in these chats. Don't get to where you don't enjoy things.
Yeah. Well, that's
Don't
true.
if you've got to get, and I've had people in the chat say, I gotta leave, I gotta take a break.
Yeah, you gotta.
Take that break.
You gotta.
You come
I've
first.
had that happen too. People say, I can't watch your show, I'm sorry, I need a break, and I'm like, I get it.
You need a break, take that break. Especially a lot of people did that after Orange Ass Hat won.
It's true. It's unfortunate, but
When
yes, I get it.
When I get done, I don't do anything political on Sundays. The only thing I do political on Sundays
I'm just laughing
is
about
Pop.
what Damon Dog said. Watch a show about Armageddon just to cheer up. It's so true, right? I watch a show about serial killers because I need to just distract from the fact that we have a fucking serial killing office.
You got to get your mind away from it.
Yes,
yes. But like I said, I do Texas Paul, but I turn him down on Sundays. I do the modding part, but I don't listen to it because I'm listening to it. Stephanie Miller, Hal, Brian, Texas Paul. I'm doing it with Hal twice a day, on 3 days a week, and So you got to get your mind out of that. Do something for you. Go out and garden.
Yeah, that's
Read
why
a
I
book.
take care of cats. Take care of some
Right.
community cats.
I foster the kittens.
Mhm.
Don't get, and I want you guys to understand this. You need to free your mind of the political. Because if you don't, it's going to eat away at you.
Yeah. Well, you have to. I know. I get it. Yeah. I mean, I get it. You gotta take a break. You gotta ride your bike, walk on the beach.
Exactly.
But you can't be. I mean, one of these people, or people in general, who just don't pay attention at all. I think that's part of why, and it is part of why. I'm not just saying that. They've done studies. That's why Republicans run negative ads, because negative ads turn people off and they tune out. And they do it deliberately because they don't want people to be engaged, and that's how they get away with it. So, yeah, it's
100%.
They're sick.
Yep.
They're fucked up. All right, my friend. I love you.
All right, dear. I love you too. I will come back anytime you want me
to.
Now
we will
that
do
I know
it again.
how to get in here.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, as far as getting in, because it just seems like a random thing sometimes. Not you. It's like, it's weird. I got to figure it out. Not that there's nothing I can figure out. It's the link works or it doesn't,
Right.
But you're not the only one that's had a problem. So I checked it before. That's what I'm saying, though. I don't understand.
Oh, it's happened to Hal. It's happened to Hal. I think it just either that link. There must be a certain
I don't
time
know what it is. I have to figure it. Well, I gotta. It has to be updated every now and then, anyway. But all right. I'll talk to you later,
Bye, everybody.
kid. All right. Thank you, Andrea.
Bye.
I will see you later.
I'll see you guys in the chat.
Yes, see you in the chat. I just want to do one story about Kristi Noem before we go, because Kristi Noem's gone, and I don't want to do it on Tuesday, because then it'll be old. And it's already an older story, and I don't know. I thought it was funny, so I figure we'll do a 10-minute bit on it, and we could talk about it and wrap it up. And that'll be the end of the show. And it's still a little bit, we go a little longer on Fridays sometimes. That's how it is. And then I have to go pass out. Okay?
Okay.
So. All right, my friend. I'll see you
right.
in the chat room. Love you. See you soon.
Love you too.
All right, Andrea Brower, everyone, from the Hal Sparks Show, associate producer, mod extraordinaire, and guest coordinator, all that stuff, keeping people safe in the chat, keeping it cool, keeping it real, keeping it fun. All right, I wanted to do this story in case you missed it. Well, we were talking earlier about because I missed it. By the way, I missed it. So when we know that Kristi Noem got canned only because she embarrassed Trader Trump, I guess she said that he knew that she made this commercial where she was fucking riding around on a horse in front of Mount Rushmore. I'm like, go away, you bunch of monsters, you pricks. But what I found a little bit odd, where the fuck is it now that I'm talking about it, was that she did the lies. Here's the thing. Did you ever hear about the story of Kristi Noem going on with Trader Trump and on Fox News? And she really took this lie for a spin. Here it is. She really... Here it is. Okay. Where she said that not only... This is how hard ICE has it out there, that they're dealing with the worst of the worst. Pay no attention to the fact that these lawless fascists are shooting Americans in the face for no fucking reason except their fifis got hurt, right? That they called, I think Renee Good's partner said, go home and eat some lunch or something like that. Maybe he was getting hangry. So he decided to shoot her partner in the back of the head. while she was driving away. Well, Kristi Noem, I guess, wasn't getting enough attention that day, so she was with Trader Trump. And she wanted to tell everyone how bad it is out there with the ICE agents. So much that you won't even believe it, guys, that ICE even detained a cannibal.
The other day I was talking to some marshals that have been partnering with ICE. They said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a plane to take him home, and while they had him in his seat, he started to eat himself. And they had to get him off and get him medical attention. These are the kind of deranged individuals that are on our streets in America.
Look at Trump's
that
face.
we're trying to target and get out of our country.
And listen, Jesse, by you calling these
You
guys
lying
bad hombres,
bitch.
they
You
really are.
dead-eyed
I was talking to a US
sociopathic
Marshal
bitch.
just yesterday, and he was
Just
talking
yesterday,
about the fact
really?
that they were deporting a plane load of illegals, and one of them was a cannibal. And he kind of said it offhanded, and I said to him, what do you mean it was a cannibal? And he said, well, we put him on the plane, put him in his seat, and he started to eat his own arms. He was such a deranged individual.
Secretary, was this bad hombre like handcuffed to something and he was trying to chew his arm off so he
Can you
could
fucking
escape?
believe this world
You know, what
we
bothered me
live in?
most was that this U.S. Marshal just said it like it was normal. These are the kind of people
You
they have to work with
dead-eyed,
every single day when they're
sociopathic,
deporting people out of this country.
monotone,
So they had him,
goddamn
put him on the
vocal
plane and had him in
intonation
shackles
from
for
hell.
because he was such a dangerous individual.
It's like that is going to be hell. If I were going to hell, which I'm not because I'm a normal person and a liberal who doesn't want people to die without health care, I would have to sit there and endure fucking Kristi Noem talking over me monotone like this for eternity.
The other day I was talking to some marshals that
Right?
have been partnering with ICE. They said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a
They
plane
said that.
to take him home. And while they had him in
Take
his
my
seat, he
word.
started to eat himself.
Cross my heart and
And
hope
they had
to
get him
die.
off and get him medical attention.
This
These
is
are
how
the
much
kind
they
of
hate the
deranged
American people.
individuals that are on our streets in America.
It
that
is
we're
the
trying to
truth.
target
They
and get out of
hate
our country.
America so much that they will tell these outrageous lies. This is like right out of any kind of fascist, authoritarian, not just it's the playbook. That's what I was trying to find the word. It's late. I'm tired, and it's make it a big one. Make it a whopper. So much by its outrageousness, by its very outrageous nature, people will say it has to be real. It has to be true. Excuse me. He started eating his own arm. He's a cannibal. I got somebody who was a cannibal. You won't even believe it. The people at ICE, they told me these are the ones that just so randomly off the cuff said. I mean, how do you talk like that, lady? Who fucking talks like that with no emotion? Look at her dead eyes. I'm sorry, Boudica. I'm upsetting my little Boudica. Look at the dead in her eyes. Wait a minute, am I showing? Oh, now I'm showing the whole screen here. Hold on. The dead eyes. What's going on here? What? Oh, I think my computer is having a trouble. It's having the troubles. Fucking shit. Why did it do that? Very bizarre. Turn that off, turn that off. Who can deal with these people? I wonder what her husband thinks about her. You know what I mean? He's got to sit there and be emasculated. You talk about, the manly man of masculinity. Like, everyone knows she was banging Corey Lewandowski. Corey Lewandowski. The stud. And simply, why does he keep doing that? This is so bizarre. It's not supposed to do that. It's changing. Oh, I know why. My fucking Premiere just crashed. That is what happened. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Oh my God, help me, Lord.
You calling these guys bad hombres, they really are. I was talking to a U.S. Marshal just yesterday, and he was talking about the fact that they were deporting a plane load of illegals, and one of them was a cannibal.
Find him. Is it this like the welfare queen? The cannibal.
What do you mean it was a cannibal? And he said,
what do you mean there was a cannibal? You stupid bitch. You think a cannibal would eat their own arm? Are you fucking stupid? That's not what, I mean, that's not cannibalism. That's self-cannibalism? Is that even a thing? You know, these people, they're just such bad hombres that I was talking to an ICE agent the other day, and he said, we had a man on the plane. He was so upset that he started eating his own arm. I just can't believe it. I'm just outraged about the whole situation of people eating their own arms. Don't we have great? This is the greatest country on earth. We have good food here. Why would you eat your own arm? Much less a cannibal. If you're a cannibal, isn't that, how can you get enough nutrients? I mean, I should have taken my dog and eaten my dog, but I mean, that would only be in a pinch, but I tried to. I wanted to eat the goat, but, you know, it was a little smelly and all. But, I mean, I'm just telling you, Americans, that you're very, because of Donald Trump, that was all because of Joe Biden. Joe Biden wanted to make him a cannibal. He said, bring all your cannibals, let all the cannibals in here. Open the door and let the cannibals in. But, you know, thank God, you know, we have people like President Trump, the strong leadership of President Trump. Well, now people have things like one slice of broccoli, a potato, half a potato, a slice of cheese, and something else, another thing. And in fact, you can eat liver. As RFK Jr. says, eat your liver. Don't eat an animal's liver. Don't eat your own liver. It's just hard to believe that we have these kind of illegals running around. They're all illegal. I mean, we wouldn't mind if he came here legally. Just come in the right way if you're a cannibal. Come in the right way. We want legal cannibals in here, because why else will we what will we do? I mean, get a caravan of cannibals, and we're keeping you safe. We'll just keep you safe. I mean, I'm trying to talk like that. It's hard to do. I'm sorry. I'm just losing my fucking mind at this. It's late. And what I just couldn't believe, you know, in any other timeline, in a normal timeline, which this is not the timeline we're living in, that story would be front page news everywhere. And Kristi Noem would not have a job, of course. But, you know, more than that, where I'm trying to find this, the story was on what do you call it? On the Post, on Rupert Murdoch's poison pustule. Right? Here we go. So after because I'm sorry, this is that story is a few months old, actually. So this is something that she said a few months ago, and it didn't even make a blip. All right? Clearly, she's a liar. So I'm trying to find the exact date when it was run, because a lot of times, like, I'll go on these conservative spaces just to see what they're saying about things. So it was actually last year she said this. So about 6 months ago, she talked about the cannibal and who ate his own arm, you know, because it's not enough to be a cannibal. That's not outrageous enough for these monsters. Now, it makes you wonder when you think about it, because everything with maggots is either a confession or a projection. So if she's making up a story about somebody being a cannibal, it makes you wonder about her. Wait, she's got dead eyes. She might well be a reanimated corpse of someone who once had a soul. And when you look at her face, you know, we did this before. I had her picture somewhere. She wasn't half bad looking. She was a nice looking lady. There was nothing wrong with her face. What the hell did you do to yourself, lady? What's with those cheeks? What's with that mouth? What is with your dead face? Your face is dead as your eyes. And it's not attractive. Not that, I'm not a hot model type, but I don't hate my face like that so much. That I want to be a plastic, dead-eyed, monotone sociopath who makes up stories about cannibals. She knows she's making it up, too. You know what I mean? She knows she's lying. That's how much they hate the American people. It's another... See, I would never lie to you guys. Never. If I say something that is factually incorrect, it's because it's a mistake. Or and if I find out I said something factually incorrect, I will correct it immediately. And you know that. Because I don't hate you guys. I love you guys. I love you. I respect you, in the very least, right? I respect the audience. I respect my viewers. I want you to get value out of the show. I want you to have a good experience here. There's not, but not them. They don't want you to have a good experience in your own country. They don't want you to have a good experience in life, in this blip of time that we are forced to share with these monsters, these dead-eyed, sociopathic, monotone monsters, that we have to, we're forced to endure them because of the 1.6% of the 66% of the American voting populace came out on election day. 33% voted for Harris, 33% voted for Trader Trump, with a slight margin of 1.6%. So because of those people and the 6 million Democrats who stayed home, we have to endure this shit. But it says everything about who they are, who maggots are, who Kristi Noem is. That she hates you. She hates this country. Because she hates this country so much, she's pouring a bullshit story into the ether. And for what end? For who? For who? For who benefits, right? Who? What's the purpose of that? It doesn't bring anything to the conversation. It doesn't bring value. She's not helping anybody. She's hurting people. And in fact, she's upsetting people because there are going to be people who believe her. And they're going to get upset. And they're going to tell their friends. And they're going to be like, well, there's cannibals out there eating their own arms. And thank God the baboon is doing something about it. And so let's give them more power to destroy my health care and my kids' education and my living wages, my retirement security, and my environment. Let's give them all the power in the world to slit our throats without apology, of course. But that's what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Because they are like the poison. They poison people's minds. They poison our time alive. They rob people of their peace and their peace of mind. And literally peace. Now they robbing more people of their lives. Now there are American families that are grieving the loss of their mother, father, soldiers, people who wore the uniform. They weren't in the line of fire. These people were like IT specialists, and the baboonery was so ridiculous. There was no planning, no consideration of the fact that maybe we should put our troops in fortified positions now that we're attacking a country for no fucking reason. But whatever. They don't give a shit. These are the people that are telling the American people, the fucking stupid assholes dumb enough to watch Fox News, to deliberately put on Fox News, and consume that. Consume a channel that is poisoning your mind, poisoning your serenity, your environment, your country, your community. Sick. They're sick people. She knows. That's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes I can't even believe it. She knows she's lying. She knows she's going to upset people. And to what end? Because she loves America? Because she loves her country and her community? She's, trying to help people. No, she's fucking gives us. She doesn't care. She wants hers. Give me mine. Put my privileged ass on a plane so my boy toy can bang me. Let me fly first class everywhere. Lick my ass. Let me be somebody. When you go to the airport, you got to look at my dead eyes. Can you believe that shit? Like where the fuck do we live? And where is it? Where's my son of a bitch? So on Fox News, not Fox News, on Rupert Murdoch's Poison Pustule, I saw the article saying, "Oh my God!" I was like, "What?" So sometimes I'll go and I'll look at the comments. I want to see the comments. What are people saying about this? U.S. captured. This is on Fox. Rupert Murdoch. It's the same thing, right? On the Post, on one of the headlines on the Post, U.S. captured cannibal illegal migrant who tried to eat his own arms during deportation flight. Kristi Noem reveals in wild press conference. So you don't do any due diligence, Jenny Tay, whatever the hell your name is. You're a journalist, lady. Oh, right. You're a stenographer. What is this shit? I don't even wear makeup. What is this ad showing? Urban Decay All Night Waterproof Makeup? Why am I getting that ad targeted at me? I can understand the Sheba cat food over here, but I'm not a woman of color. I don't wear makeup. In fact, I'm allergic to makeup. I was wondering why I was looking at boobs suddenly, which I have no problem with, but why am I being pushed an ad for people with darker pigment makeup removal things? Okay. Oh, look at, what is this? Ignored to adored. What does that mean? Ignored to adored. Okay. It's an ad about a cat who went from ignored to adored. All right. U.S. captured cannibal illegal migrant who tried to eat his own arms during deportation flight, Kristi Noem reveals in wild press conference. Now, when I first saw that headline, I thought, this can't be real. And so I did some research, and I realized, and I found that it was bullshit, complete bullshit. Not Jenny Taer, Taer, however you pronounce her. She simply acts as a stenographer for a sociopathic, dead-eyed, monotoned sociopath who is now fired and has to move out of somebody else's house, who she was living rent-free in the I think it was the Coast Guard Commandant's house. They had to move because Kristi Noem and her fuck buddy needed another place to live for free, to suck on the government teat. These people, they're all about how we're all taking advantage, right? Somebody who gets an extra $16 in their food stamps, they're taking advantage. But not them, though, right? These fuckers, they're millions of dollars flying around. She needed $250 million to put her fucking ass on a horse in front of Mount Rushmore to run around. President Trump and me, we're making America great. We're strong again. We're saving you from fake shit that doesn't happen. And this is the thing with Republicans. They are very good at saving America from all the fake shit that they make up. They're really Johnny on the spot with that shit. But when it comes to the real problems that America faces, they got nothing for you. They got nothing but fake shit for you. So anybody who votes for them, you get what you deserve. And starting with my unending enmity, is that a word? My unending disdain. That's a better word. So I got a lot of words. I got the best words. I really do. So I wanted to see what they said. See, a lot of times I'll go into conservative spaces online. I'll go to the conservative Reddit page to see what they say about whatever is going on, just to get a gauge. And I went to the New York Post comment because I was a little baffled why she would just post or, write an article saying that Kristi Noem, wild press conference talking about a fucking cannibal, but no due diligence, right? Filed under cannibalism. So forever and ever, amen. When someone looks back in time and they do research, hey, were there any cannibals in the illegals that Kristi Noem deported? And they'll find this story, and I guess that we'll all have to take her word for it, right? And now we're all not supposed to feel anything for the those who are being abused by ICE, because there's cannibals in there that don't exist, of course. But where is it? I wanted to see what they were saying, right? So here you go. This is what you get in a country this fucking stupid that elects people who hate it so much that they make stories up like this. And do you think there's going to be a follow-up story on Fox News? Will Jesse Waters do a correction? Because the story was debunked, but you won't get a correction from Jesse Waters saying, last night on the show, we had this dead-eyed, monotone, sociopathic bitch lying to our faces that a cannibal was arrested by ICE, and it was so outrageous that she had to put in this whole bullshit that he was eating his arms, his own arms, not your arms, not the neighbor's arms, not the arm of the chair, his own arms. That's how much he was such a cannibal. He just couldn't do with the peanuts on the plane. He needed to eat his own arm. And the ICE agents are so, cynical. They've seen it all. They didn't even blink. And don't take the monotone word for it, because that's the way she always talks. She's got no feelings. She's got no intonation in her voice. That's what I don't understand that. It's like, it's creepy. It makes me, it's creepy crawly. Or what is this shit now? See, figures. I'm on the New York Post, and some spammy virus bullshit scam window opens up. That's because guess who's targeting them? They understand their audience. The scam artists understand who they're dealing with. Fox News assholes would be stupid enough to click on that ad and be like, oh my God, my computer has a virus. And next thing you know, they're talking to some scam artist from wherever the fuck, and they're hooking up to their computers and robbing them blind. These people love to be robbed blind by scam artists, don't they? It's really true. But here's some of the comments. You gotta love it. The best part is they don't even have to put any security around the plane. No gates, barbed wires, guards, nothing. Just drop them off and walk away. Nature will take care of the rest. Because that's what they think it's real. Ugh. Sure, Alligator Alcatraz is or will be a detention center for illegal aliens and or Biden-Harris border invitees. Mainly, it's a big, beautiful scarecrow to keep foreigners from contemplating illegal entry, and to those already here, self-deport, leave, blah, blah. Self-deport yourself, please. Trump was right. Here's another one. They did send their worst. And then Biden and family. Go fuck yourselves, you stupid, stupid bastards. You see, that's what's so irritating about them all, besides everything else. It's just that if they had anything real, we would hear the real things, right? Instead, they have to lie. They just have to lie and poison everything they touch with their poisonous lies. What a disgrace. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out. We've done a little bit of a marathon tonight. We've gone all over the world. It's been a whirlwind experience. We ran the gamut of emotions. From we were up, we were down, we were this, we were that. Unbelievable, right? I'm surprised they didn't make it a trans person eating its own arms, right? They were so... It was those, you know, those trans people are so scary. They're actually cannibals. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised she didn't throw that in there. Oh, well, I guess maybe if it was Nancy Mace, she would do that. Because Nancy Mace has a real fucking obsession. They're all sick. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Thank you, Andrea Brower from Hal Sparks. And from other shows, too. But mainly Hal Sparks. And this show, she helps out here, too. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for not giving up and continuing to try to get on the show, because it worked out. Thank you, JD Christie. Another profanity bonus. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who joined the show tonight for your booty boo love. Where'd she go? Where'd my little girl go? Where's my girl? She left. I think I know what she did, because I can smell it. You understand? That's why I got to get off. I got to take care of that. All right, my loves. I love you. Thank you for hanging out. We will have a show on Tuesday on the Political Voices Network. Subscribe to my Substack. Please subscribe to my Substack, because I'm fucking getting annoyed now. Not you guys, not at you, just in general. I got 2 new subscribers. 2 new subscribers. Yay. Because I thought I was going to hit 2,000, and then I lost a bunch of subscribers. I don't know what happened. I don't know why all of a sudden. And then I was like, so close. Maybe I can be somebody one day. That's why I want to keep the show going and growing and growing and going, so I can drop one of my other jobs. I'm tired. All right. I love you all. Then I could do a show every day. It won't just be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We can actually do a show every day. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, my friends, you're the best. Yes, I'm on Political Voices now. It is a little confusing, but it is what it is. Okay, because I started the show on my own, and then Political Voices invited me to contribute to them, and they have a lot more followers, so I started doing it over there. But you know what I'm saying? I'm tired. All right, I gotta go to bed. I love you. Good night, everybody. We will win. We will win. We will. Like, it just can't happen quick enough. We will, because... Oh, thank you, Andrea. Thank you for having me. Andrea says, thank you for having me. You're the greatest. You are. I'm so glad, we met and we're friends, and we'll just keep it going, and you'll be back. Thank you so much for all that you do to help the show too, and help me, and help the community cats. See, we're in this together. All right, my loves, we will win. Remember, when a Republican tells you something, if they tell you it's sunny outside, or the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, you better double check it, because it's kind of sus. We're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. That is the truth. We stick together, we win. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me see. All right. Here, Buddha. Here's my booty boo. She doesn't like being picked up, but we will do it. Aw, look how pretty. Look how pretty. You're so pretty. She doesn't like it, but we stick together, we win. My name is Tara Devlin. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Thank you, Redfoot, for being a moderator. Thank you, Jim, for being a moderator. Thank you, Susie, for being a moderator. And thank you, mods and patrons. I will see you very soon.